everyone, welcome back to the OCheap channel, the channel dedicated to all things cheap in the world of fragrances. And as you've just seen, I've made yet another rack store run for another haul video like I always try to do at the end of the month. And I found 3 here, 2 at the very cheap end and 1 at not so cheap, but still fairly affordable. And I've actually been looking at for quite a while. The first ones you saw me going to when I went into TJ Maxx were these 2 by Beverly Hills Polo Club, and they're actually ones that I did not expect to find. I did happen to find these actually at the same store a week prior, but I wasn't ready to get them, and I was hoping they were gonna still be there when I did the rack store run, and they were, except they had a lot of other boxes the first time I went, and I was like, ooh, I was hoping to still have them, and they did. They only had 2 boxes left unopened, and so I made sure to pick those up. And the one from Ross that you saw, which was very skimped out, they had hardly anything to pick from. I know they had a lot of little, like, you know, travel size stuff and sample kits, whatnot, but I wasn't so interested in those. But the one that I saw very last little run through on the last rack was this one here by Messy, and it is Messy Eau de Parfum. I heard about this one being released, I believe it was back in 2024 or so, and a lot of people were talking about it being good, but it was very expensive then. But I happened to find this for a good price, which is not around the same cheap price I always try to keep at, but still cheap nonetheless. So we're gonna be looking at these 3 here. Like I said, 2 very, very cheap and 1 not so cheap, but cheaper than what it usually is. Go ahead and look at these 2 here by Beverly Hills Polo Club. Now, I don't have a lot of Beverly Hills Polo stuff. I do have a few little travel size like sample kits you can get from. I know the purple one is really, really good. A good clone of Black Orchid by Tom Ford. It is actually pretty good in quality, like way better than you expect for like the $3 that would have been for that small vial. And I know the Blaze Flanker is also extremely good take on Spice Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. And I know there's a lot of other ones. The Aqua ones are really good. A lot of the other sexy flankers and whatnot. But these 2 are ones that I did not expect to find out there. I didn't even know they made things like this. This one is Rose Oud and this one is Saffron Oud. Not really the time of year to wear anything in this kind of style from what I can gather. I'm pretty sure these are gonna be more cold weather ones. But again, you don't know until you actually open them up. They're both Eau de Parfum concentrations, which is very different because usually the Beverly Hills Polo stuff only come in like body mists or Eau de Toilette sprays. But as an Eau de Parfum, I'm expecting these to be a little higher in quality. We'll start off with the Rose Oud one here, and I did not take the cellophane wrapping off of these before doing the video, so hopefully the sound won't be that bad. By the way, the packaging on both of these is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it in the close-up I'm trying to do, but there is like a grid pattern that's like embossed on the sides of these, and like a little frame like embossed pattern that's texturized on the border of this. So packaging is already, you know, a little more elevated than they usually do. I also have my handy dandy tester strips here to spray these on. But yeah, I don't really expect out of these. I mean, Rose Oud is probably gonna be a very simple Rose Oud style fragrance. It might smell like every other Lattafa fragrance that I've ever smelled, but you never know. Here we have the bottle. It is pretty straightforward. I mean, it does have a very nice little gradient on it. It's pretty. It's like a dark copper, almost brownish kind of bronze color to it, so not terrible. It is very different, almost like a maroon, like reflective maroon color on here. And the packaging, I mean, it's very cheap, like you would expect from all the other kind of Beverly Hills Polo Club stuff, but it does say Eau de Parfum concentration on the bottle, so maybe this have a little more substance than most other stuff. But again, we'll get into it, see how it is. Let's see what the first spray of Beverly Hills Polo Club Rose Oud is like. Pretty good atomizer, actually. It's slightly pressurized. It just sprays out in a nice overall mist. Definitely better than most designer stuff out there, so that kind of puts them to shame on that. I'm expecting this to be very generic Rose Oud, kind of like how Frank Olivier's Oud Touch is down here. Just, yeah, and I smell it in the air. It's actually very feminine leaning, but that's also the rose part of it. And this, of course, I mean, this one says Saffron Oud over here, but there's obviously gonna be some kind of saffron in this. And I think there's actually there's a note breakdown on the back of this, so we'll read that in just a little moment, or may do it a little later. Okay, yeah, very Middle Eastern, straightforward Rose Oud, nothing too special, but let's smell it on the strip and see what we think. Yeah, it's very straightforward Rose Oud, very inoffensive. If you want a good beginner Rose Oud, Middle Eastern twist style fragrance, you're gonna find that in this. So floral, rose, woody, a little spicy, a little musky as well. A little fresh, you know, a little fresher than you expect for a Rose Oud fragrance, almost like an aquatic freshness in the middle, but that may be just some things constructed in this. Let's go ahead and look at what the notes are on this. The top notes you have are green, watery, so I was right on the aquatic part. Literally, I did not read that part before doing this at all. There was a total guess, so. Green, watery, which is cool. You don't really see that in Rose Oud fragrances. A little fresher than that, you know? Rose, powdery, floral. These are basically descriptors for the fragrance, not really notes. And then base notes are woody, oud, amber, and musk. Yeah, so you get the musk in there. Yeah, very watery though, like aquatic kind of thing on the top, like, you know, things you expect from like Draniol or Cowlone and things like that. Not bad though, not bad at all. I mean, it's just very generic rose oud, so. But still, I mean, as a beginner fragrance, this would be very easy to wear, very likable. You can wear this in the daytime, in the fall, even the springtime. It's not really too heavy. Yeah, I don't think it's too heavy. Probably not in the summer. Maybe it's summer nighttime. The watery note in here, aquatic nature in this, does add a nice twist to the usual rose oud kind of profile you'd normally see. Yeah, not bad at all, not bad. Actually, maybe not as spicy as I thought. I know spices aren't in there, but there's a little bit of that. But what I am expecting to be spicy is saffron oud. And I did see a little bit of a review on this online when I looked on YouTube, because when I first saw it, it was by itself at a different TJ Maxx location, and then I waited on it, then I saw both these together and was like, you know what, I might as well try to pick them up. And this one, from what I can gather, has a little bit of almost a leathery style of saffron, which I have gotten before in other kind of saffron forward fragrances, like Saffron by Scent Trunk, and even Wild Wanderer back here by Bath & Body Works, a very saffron heavy fragrance, smells like it has a leathery suede quality to it. So saffron can come across that way at times, and it can also come across a little metallic as well, and also sometimes a little rubbery depending on how it's mixed in with a tonka bean. So I'm not gonna look at the notes on that. The presentation though, different from the other one, it has more of an orange look to it, like almost a neon orange look, metallic color of orange is different from the bottle. Still has a gradient. It's nice, not bad at all. And I know there's a lot of other oud flankers from Beverly Hills Polo Club. I know there's like vanilla oud, woody oud, I think, and a classic oud. And those are doing like vanilla, the back of Vanille, you know, oud wood by Tom Ford. I have one like that back here as well. And some other things, you know, I think maybe one of them may be an Initio Oud for Greatness clone. But yeah, these hopefully are a different style of flanker than those that I've seen. But saffron oud, I'm expecting a forward note of generic saffron, maybe slightly sweet, spicy, maybe a little metallic, maybe a little bit of like a leathery suede nuance, and of course that oud underneath. Maybe just as much freshness as the rose oud over here as well. I'm expecting it to be probably around that area. That way it makes it a little more likable and wearable for most people. But here we go, saffron oud. Let's see what we think. From what I smell in the air, this is actually very different, way more different than I was expecting. Ooh, actually this smells nice in the air, like pretty good, way more likable to me than the rose oud one, but let's smell it in the test strip and see what we think about it so far. Oh yeah, this is actually way more likable, way better. It smells a little more full than the rose oud one. It's more sweet, like a way more sweetness than the rose oud, like sweet saffron. So I was right, I guess, on the sweet part of it, but sweet saffron, a little bit of that spice as well, a tad bit of that leathery suede nuance like I expected, but not really metallic like you know, like some other saffrons can be. Like almost a fruity citric style of sweetness off the top, mixed in with that saffron. It actually smells very similar to Wild Wanderer back here by Bath & Body Works, which is no longer I think it's made anymore. It was a limited thing, but sweeter than that one. This reminds me of something like very strongly, and I cannot nail down what it is. And I almost can get what it is, but it's not coming to my mind. But man, this is really good actually. Yeah, really solid. I would wear this way more than the other one. I like the other one, it's okay, but the style in this is really connecting to me a lot more. Let's see what the note breakdown is in this. Top notes you have are musk habanalide. They actually list the type of musk that they're using. Habanalide is a type of aroma chemical in musk that gives a fresh, clean linen kind of aspect to it, like fresh laundry. It's also more of a masculine style of musk. It was used in overdoses in Dior's Fahrenheit, which actually could be why I like this one so much, because I love Dior's Fahrenheit. Middle notes are saffron, and base notes are ambroxan and incense. Okay, so maybe a little bit of smokiness as it dries down. I just really like it. I really, really like this one. Yeah, you could smell this on a test strip and probably not guess that I paid $14 for it, because each of these were like $14.99. It definitely does not smell like that. It smells really good, which most Beverly Hills Polo Club stuff is actually really good for the price, especially if you buy like the packs of them with the small sample bottles or small travel size, and they're basically average out like $3 a bottle. That's what I had back here for a live stream like last year sometime, and that's where I discovered that purple one. That purple one really blew me away. It's a really good clone of Black Orchid. This is nice. This is definitely a spring and fall, daytime, nighttime, winter. You can wear it anytime too, but it may have the overdose on it because it still has a little bit of a lightness to it. Not as heavy as you might want for the cold. I even think in the summertime you can wear this at night. This is really, really good. Very easy appealing though. Yeah, I dig that one a whole lot. Now for the last one here, and it is this one, Messi. And this was actually $44.99, so it's still inexpensive, still cheap compared to, I think when it came out, it was like way above 100. It was like 150 or something like that, I think at one point at retail, and then it went on discounters. It was still pretty expensive, but now at Ross for $44.99, pretty good, I think, personally. I know I usually try to keep my cheapies like $40 and under, but some people even consider $50 a cheap, inexpensive fragrance, especially if it's a good quality one. And from what I've heard, this is a good quality. It does have a sleeve on it, so presentation's pretty okay. And I gotta take the cellophane off of this, so. Whoa, this presentation, y'all. Hold on, look at that bottle. That is a hoss of a bottle, like a lot of glass, very thick, very heavy, and it's in the shape of, I guess that V Messi shape or his brand or whatever kind of logo it is. But I dig the bottle. It's a very dark aquatic blue, like deep sea blue. Okay, so I don't know what to expect out of this. I'm guessing that from the color of the bottle and the brand, since I guess this is only release, it's gonna be a very easy to wear day-to-day, maybe blue style fragrance. I know when I first saw some comments about it or reviews about it when it first came out, some people were saying that it was like a blue style fragrance, but it was actually really good quality and things like that. Oh, hold up now. Hold up, y'all see that? It is a magnetic cap. Okay then, I thought it was gonna be very cheap. All right, let's see what we think about it. From what I've heard also, the atomizer is very strong, so let's see if that's true on this. Really good atomizer, very pressurized, pushes out a good bit, really, really nice. Let's go ahead and go into the test strip and see what we think about it. By the way, eau de parfum concentration as well, so hopefully some substance to it. Messi, let's see what we think about it. Very blue shower gel, clean, a little powdery. It has a lot of sweetness on the top, a little fruity, citric, but more fruity than citric. A little bit of like a soapy aromatic quality to it, like almost minty in a way, but very soapy, clean, aromatic. There's some sweetness underneath it, like a musky sweetness, maybe some vanilla and things like that in here. Probably some tonka bean, adding into a little bit of that powdery sweet nature to it as well. It's like a mixture of a lot of different blue fragrances together, or even fragrances that aren't blue mixed with fragrances that are. Like, it has a little bit of an Eros kind of vibe to it as well. On that opening, that minty, sweet opening. And I thought at first there was like a little bit of a YSL Y kind of twist to it as well, with some of the way the blue kind of citric, almost fresh. There's not really aquatic, but slightly that fresh bluish kind of thing to it. Yeah, and almost like some Invictus bubblegum sweetness, but very subdued on the bubblegum part of it. But there is like an Invictus, like blue mineralic thing, very much in the background. It's nice though. It's very, very easy to wear. And it's like a mixture of things, making it kind of its own thing in a way, but it is a mixture of a lot of stuff. Yeah, like Versace Dylan Blue-esque things in there, Blue Chanel-esque things in there, like basically just a blue fragrance smorgasbord, like you just pour them all in, not in a messy way, like messy as in like, terribly bad way. Let's see what we think about it. Let's go see what the notes are on this, and we'll just kind of break it down just a little bit. Top notes you have are cardamom, apple leaf, and cypress. Middle notes are leather, lavender, and orris root. So there's some of the other powdery aspects coming out. And base notes are vanilla bean, patchouli, and Virginian cedar. So no tonka bean, even though I'm pretty sure coumarin is an aroma chemical that was used in here. Let's see if the allergen is listed on here on the back. Yep, coumarin is listed here on the back as an allergen, so it does still have a little of that sweet powdery tonka aspect, even though it's not listed as a note. And I don't know how I missed the more spicy aspects of this, because now that cardamom and some other spices are coming out in this, but apparently the woodiness is ramped up in here, that patchouli, Virginia cedar, things like that. So maybe after wearing this on skin, I will notice those woody notes, which I do really appreciate. Very nice though, I do really like this. This is probably something I will definitely wear this coming up week. It's gonna be a little warmer, cooler than nice, but I'm gonna try to wear this. Definitely wear this all year round. Spray it lighter in the hot, and spray it heavier in the cold. Yeah, very, very nice though. Now, let's see what we think about some of these other ones here. Going back to Beverly Hills Polo Rose Oud. Whoa, okay, after I let my nose be reset by these other fragrances, the rose is really coming out like very floral, very, very, very floral, like piercing kind of rose, but not terrible. It just is very strong. So it has a little bit of that light musky airiness, but more of just rose. There's also a lot of other floral aspects coming out underneath it. And I know that's probably because, yeah, rose, powdery, floral. So the other floral notes besides rose in this, and you definitely get that. Easy to wear. If you want to get into a rose oud kind of style profile, Middle Eastern introduction, this is a great one to go with. Either this or Frank Olivier's Oud Touch in the same vein, but I think Oud Touch is gonna have a little more oomph to it. This is perfectly unisex though. This isn't just for guys. Girls can wear this just as easy. Now the Saffron Oud, my personal favorite one between the two. I think this one's also gonna be unisex, but I really do like this. The ambers are coming out in this more now. It's a kind of a warmth sweetness coming out. It's still a little bit of that leathery suede style of saffron in there. Yeah, I totally dig this. I actually might wear this tonight because I'm not wearing anything tonight after this. It's Saturday, you know, after I got these, and I might wear this tonight while chilling here at the house because I really do like this one. Now going back to Messy, I'm pretty sure it's gonna smell the same as I just smelled it a little bit ago, but resetting after those other ones there kind of helps out. Yeah, there's another deeper sweetness with that vanilla coming in underneath now, but it's probably gonna be more prominent if I wear it on skin, let it dry down a little longer, but I do like this, yeah. It's pretty straightforward blue fragrance, but I mean, if you like things like Eros and YSL, Versace Done Blue, Blue Chanel, you know, Salvatore Ferragamo, Aqua Sensei Blue, that style, but you kind of want a little bit of pieces here and there from each one put together. This is really what you're getting. It's not bad though. It's an easy blind buy, easy first fragrance if you want something that, you know, hey, I want my first only fragrance to wear all year round, everything I do. This is a great one to go with. And for $44.99, not bad at all. Yeah, really like this one. This is a big win. All of these, this haul, way bigger of a win than the last one. I know I said in the last one that hopefully I was gonna get a better one this next time, and I really did. All of these here, especially the last two, really, really dig them. Yeah, these are solid, really, really solid. I mean, especially this middle one here, Saffron Oud by Beverly Hills Polo Club for $14.99. This is a solid wear. Like I said, for most of the year round, probably except for the midday high heat of summer. Really, really good. Messy all year round, any occasion, office, casual, date, no matter what you're doing, day, night, hot, cold, whatever. It's a blue fragrance. It's meant to do all that stuff. And the Rose Oud one, although not the most unique, it is definitely still a good introductory to a Rose Oud Middle Eastern fragrance and more unisex than any of these other ones here. If you see these out and about, or if you try these, or if you already have these, let me know what you think about them or what questions you have about them down in the comments below. I'm definitely gonna wear these later too, like sometime today or throughout this week, and hopefully in my next week rotation video, I can let you all know what I think about them. But again, guys, this is a really, really good rack store haul. But as usual, guys, if you enjoy this video and you like what you've seen here, if you like this rack store haul and you want me to keep making more of them, please consider giving the video a like and a thumbs up. Let me know to keep making these and to keep looking out and about every week and go through trying to scout out certain things so that I can pick out better fragrances month to month. And hopefully the proverbial fragrance gods will continue to smile upon me and help me to pick out better fragrances at the end of every month going forward. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, but you do like what you've seen here or maybe what you've seen elsewhere on the channel, I encourage you to please consider supporting this channel by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you can see all the other things I'm working on in the background. I have a list of all the schedules and all kind of things to work on throughout the year, and I'd love for you, yes, you there, to be right along with me on this cheap and inexpensive fragrance journey. And hey, maybe I can even help you discover something new along the way. And per usual, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Again, thank you for being here and for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. And I will see all of you again in the next video. Be blessed.